What the?
Welcome to the group, Ali, mate.
What's up, man? What's up?
Let's get ready to rumble.
Oh, I'm a fugitive,
No,
man. I have to have my face covered. I'm a fugitive. You know?
Whoa,
One second,
what's
guys.
going on
One second, guys. 1 second. Yeah, hello, everyone. Welcome to LFC Red Forever.
Okay,
Guys. Let me do this. Yeah. Welcome to the LFC Red Forever channel, people. Please. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the LFC Red Forever channel. Please like, share, and subscribe. Comment on the live chat, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Obviously, all of us are on here today, so please enjoy this today. I've got a lot of people on, and got a lot of questions to ask. So please enjoy this, and let's do this.
Let's go.
Let's go, guys. Let's go. So let's just start with Liverpool. Yeah, Liverpool. We've got issues at the moment, and it's not looking good. It's not looking good. Can we get out of this this rut we're on? Are we gonna be just a mid-table team this season? Are we gonna accept that as well? Is there a way out of this, guys? Is there a way out of the issues we're in? Because it looks like the players ain't doing what they're supposed to do on the pitch, and some people saying that they're throwing Jurgen Klopp under the bus. I mean, because we've seen this in the past. You got to think about it. We've seen this in the past. We've seen this with Kenny, all the way to Houllier, all the way to Benitez. They had stuff off the pitch, and it ruined the actual morale of the team. And eventually they lost their job. What do you guys think? Can we get out of this? Go on, Rob. Go for Rob, man.
Yeah. I don't think we're finished mid-table. We've got Sheffield United coming up on Sunday, so that's a game. I know they beat United a couple of weeks back, but that's a winnable game. We've still got like top goal scorer Salah. We still got talent on the pitch. I mean Henderson is out injured. That's a big blow, but mate, I think we'll come through this. I do. Like I know it's been 4 games lost at Anfield, which is haven't been done since ever. Was it like 60s or something like that? But yeah, I think we come through it. I do. I think we got too much class. Got Jota. Jota's back fit.
About 2 weeks away.
Yeah. So hey, I'm optimistic. I think we'll turn it around, get a couple of wins. We got a hard game against Chelsea just after Sheffield, and then we got Fulham. So I mean, yeah, it's ours to pick up.
Yeah. Faisal, what do you think, man?
I bet. Basically, I think Liverpool, like you said, it's the same thing as before, man. We have a little bit of a blip, and then but because we're champions, everyone's on us even more now, isn't it? So I think, personally, if we can have a good Champions League run, come fourth, the season's not over, isn't it? We ain't gonna win no
top
league.
4's crucial.
Yeah. Top 4, semi-finals, Champions League.
Yeah, Anton, what do you think, mate? Can we get out of this rut, mate? Because each time we come out of it, we've got other issues.
Do you know what? What can I say? For me, we've not been in the position like winning stuff before. It's been a long time since we won something significant, like we got the Champions League and the Premier League, especially the Premier League. And I feel like because of the injuries, that's part of morale as well. You know what I'm saying? If you build a house, I remember Klopp was saying this: when you build a house, you build it from the foundation upwards. You know what I mean? There's something wrong with the foundation. You know what I'm saying? How many centre-back partnerships did we have? You know?
I think it's 18.
So, it's 18? 18 different partnerships.
I got to see it like that. I got to see it that way, because if everyone was fit and this was happening, then I'd be like, oh my God, Klopp. It might be Klopp out. It might be, do you know what, I'm sorry, but it might be a time for him to leave. But things have happened. It's crazy. I even said to my brother the other day, I said, someone killed a chicken, cut a chicken's neck with Liverpool badge on it and did some voodoo. I'm telling you, because it's mad what's happening to us. Mad. It's like, it's uncharacteristic. It's crazy. But I thought we need some luck towards it as well. You know what I'm saying? We ain't getting the luck of green, especially that penalty decision the other day. That was mad.
They
I was
sort
like, oh my
out.
God,
Yeah.
are you serious? Is that going to happen? But
Yeah.
Did you guys see the referee? Like he went to the monitor for about 2 seconds. He didn't even like look from any angle. He just like,
He
"Nope, that's it. I'm gone."
He
That was
didn't
it.
play. Do you know what the thing is, right? But he doesn't have control of playing it. He has to call them. He has to speak to them on the mic and say, "Can you play it back for me? Go back at this 10 seconds." Blah blah. He didn't do that. But maybe should have played it because he just played it and he saw a little bit and then that was it. He didn't see any sides of it. He just saw the back side of it and said, "That's it, penalty," which is really poor.
So, Bally, what do you think, mate? Like, can we get out of this rut? Because it's continuing, mate. Like, we're struggling, man. We're really struggling.
We're struggling, man. You guys could hear me good, yeah?
Yeah, we can hear you, mate.
Can't see you though.
Yeah, man. I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on, man. We're not used to losing, you know what I'm trying to say? I think that's why it hurts even more. Like, we're feeling it more. But forget us, bro. Like, this group of players ain't used to losing. You know what I'm trying to say? The players before this wave, they were losing a lot of games. It was nothing to them. But this group that Klopp put together, they're not used to losing, so it's affecting them more. You know, of course,
Mentality monsters.
Exactly. Of course, we could get over. There's a lot of games still left. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
We could pick a couple points back. Top 4, man. That's what I'm hoping for. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's about it, man.
We should have kept
Attica.
Klopp. I mean, sorry, we should have kept Lovren, innit? Lovren's laughing. He's like, "Look what you guys."
Yeah, we're saying it now though. We're saying it now. But the thing is,
Yeah, hindsight's.
When he's back was facing outwards, leaving the place. Everyone was like, thank you very much for this. This is amazing. But Klopp was meant to replace him and replace Origi, but Origi was probably telling him, "I'll do anything, boss. I'll stay on the bench." What kind of person will want to stay on the bench? You want a striker. You want to fight for your place. I don't understand his ways.
Like Jota style.
Yeah.
This is how you do it, boys. You're Salah, you're Mane. I respect you, but this is how you do it.
Even the interview, what do you think? He said, I'm going to push the guys, you know what I'm saying, to get to a place. But Origi, you asked Origi this, he was like, "No, I'm okay to clean boots."
But you got to think about Origi, Anton. I understand what you're saying about Origi. Yeah, listen to this, guys. Yeah, this is what happened with Origi last season. Yeah, he played against Everton. Remember, we beat them 5-2. He scored 2 goals, and after that, we haven't seen him for the next 20 games. What do you expect the guy's confidence to be like if you're gonna play him, scores goals, and then you're not gonna see him for the next 20 games?
No, but listen, Fuzzy, that's the fight. I don't think when Klopp looks at him, there's no. If you look at his face, you look at him. He looks like like one of them nice little boys. You give him money, he'll go to the shop and give you the right change.
He looks content.
You know what I'm saying? He doesn't even look. That's what I'm saying. He ain't gonna do it. Klopp sees that and he's like, "Do you know what? It's just basically put him on this like he's nice. He's a nice boy. That's what he is. If he should have fight. You got Firmino who's playing your position, right? Yeah. If Firmino playing in your position, he's not a well-known striker. He's not striker by trade. Attacking midfielder, but they play him in the false 9 role. It's worked out for us, but sometimes we need to find something else. With someone like that, if I was a striker and someone like that was playing my position, I'm hungry. I'm fighting for everything, mate. I'm fighting. I don't see no fight in him.
He should be part of our plan B. He should be that sort of player you can have like a centre forwards that you can build around. But
guys, I honestly think his confidence is gone, mate.
Don't get me wrong.
No way back. There's no way back.
Don't get me wrong. Now. He's done some good things for us. You know what I mean? The Champions League and the Everton games and the little bits and spots and spurts there. But it's not enough. But that time is gone now. We need something else. Yeah, something else now because there's no
next level now.
Yeah. Definitely. So, Attica, what do you think from the outside point of view? What do you think, like the way we're playing and what's happening at Liverpool? I know you're facing the same experience at Tottenham, but what do you think? Can Liverpool recover from this?
It's a lot worse at Tottenham. But it's funny you say. It's funny you say about the hunger. The hunger's not there anymore, and you can actually see it's almost drained out the players. And the fact that a lot of those players know that they're going to be in the starting 11. They're not going to fight for their place anymore because they know they're going to start every week. You know, it's funny you say about the front three. Origi looks happy on the bench. Yeah. And with no Jota there, Salah, Mane, and Firmino know they got their place. they're going to start. If it's a big match, they're going to start every week. So where's the push for them? Where's the push for them to say, actually, we got to play better this week? There is no push for them. I'm not just blaming them, by the way. I'm not blaming them. I think Liverpool have been obviously very, very unlucky with injuries. But I think we picked up on this before.
Actually, we've been lucky. Last season we were, and the season before, it was like the same. Was lucky with injuries, and this time it was like, you know what, bam, I'm not going to have it this time. Not 3 seasons.
And that's the thing. I don't think Liverpool can just look back and say, oh well, we've just been unlucky. No, get on with it. Get on with it. Get on with what you've got, because the players that are there aren't bad. They're not bad players overnight, are they?
City struggled last season. City struggled without Laporte and players like that. So it happens. It's how we respond next season.
And I know it's been players out of position, and that's fair enough. Obviously, Henderson, Fabinho, they've been good at centre back, but they're not proper centre backs. It's like Fernandinho last season. Fernandinho, although he does a good job, he's not a centre back, and that's why Liverpool. That's why Man City struggled last season.
Do you know what? I think there's a factor for these losses as well. Sam Allardyce game, the West Brom. Honestly, listen.
That 1-1, yeah.
Listen.
That's what killed us.
If you see how they was playing 2 banks of 4, the strikers were like defensive midfielders.
Yeah.
Every team, if you watched it, every single team started doing the same thing. They was like, you know what, we can get something out of this. If we play this way, it might be ugly.
I'll come to that point,
But I feel like we can play this way and we can try and get something. We can stop them from scoring, but we might get something at the other end.
Good point, Anna. Good point, because I was going to come to that, Let me just read that this year. Lifestyle 0014. He said that Liverpool is done and is dusted, bro. He's like, it's finished. Yeah, we're not going to come back from that. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see in it. The season is still like a long way. Yeah, Anton, coming to that, I spoke to one of my mates the other day about it. This is what he said to me about the deep line defending. He said the issue with the deep line defending is we've been getting away with it for so long because we had Van Dijk that would attack from corners when the teams actually deep line defend.
Exactly.
That's how we've been beating these small teams, because we had Van Dijk on the box that we could do the crosses to him and he would head it in. And then I looked back at
aerial threat at all.
Yeah. So I looked back at the games and we haven't rectified that deep line defending. Even with Coutinho in the team, I remember we still used to struggle against deep line defending teams. But if you look at when Van Dijk has come to the team and what he does in the other box as well as our one, we attack more against these deep line defending because we have another option to score more goals.
Of course.
You understand what I'm saying, guys? This is why. Because we haven't, even for years, we haven't rectified this. We've been struggling deep line defending in the 90s, Anton. Remember, we used to with Robbie Fowler on that. When teams used to deep line defend, we never used to score a lot of goals. We got a goal down, we'll never recover either. See,
Gerrard's moment would get us out of jail.
Now and again, Gerrard would do something, or Fowler would do something. But now you can see in our actual play, deep line defending is affecting the whole team because they're not used to it like this. And don't forget, Van Dijk plays a lot of long balls to break up, the attack, get the attack going as well.
Diagonal passes are on point, and they're like an arrow. They go right for the heart. They go right to the players, and the players go on to score.
Yeah. I'm going to be unpopular here, but going back to that VAR decision, if you look at it again, Trent did stick his leg out afterwards. He did actually attempt to. I know he hit his head. Afterwards they went back and said if he did stick out his leg, then really it should have been a red card as well, and that would have been harsh. That's the
thing is, why wasn't it a red card? Because he's actually stopped. If it's that way, he's actually saying
it is a penalty. It's a red card, guys.
He's deliberately trying to stop him from scoring. That's a red card. So why wasn't a red card issued?
I think VAR. There's so many things going wrong with VAR.
It goes from them Stockton Park, and some of the referees. Some referees, they're saying they're with it. It's compliant with everyone else, but they're not with it. If you watch them, some referees are different. All of them look at the camera and go, "Okay, play again." You can see it all visual saying, "Yeah, play again, do that again." Some of them do this, go, and they go. You know what I'm saying? And that was one the other day. Just have a little look back, though, just to show them I've looked at it. That's what it was, just to pacify it.
It was literally 2 seconds, wasn't it? It was like 2 or 3 seconds he looked at it.
That's
what I'm saying.
It's giving a platform for these referees to get more TV time, so I think some of them get affected. They're on camera more often now.
It's like Mike D.
Well, yeah, someone said that they actually get told how many sort of decisions to give, how many bookings to give, all these things. They get told to give a percentage, and I think that's so corrupt.
Well,
Like
what surprised me?
yeah,
Guys, there's another thing I want to
shocking.
ask as well. Sorry, Rob. There's another thing I want to ask as well. I think I put it in the beginning. Do you, and under another like other circumstances, people's jobs are on the line, and a lot of people are calling for Klopp's head at the moment as well. Not mainly Liverpool fans, but other fans. But Bally, what do you think? Sorry,
Of course they want to say they want.
Yeah. Bally, what do you think, mate? Do you think like his job should be under threat? Should he be challenged or not?
You know what? If it was Klopp in another team, he would have been axed a long time ago. But this ain't the Liverpool way. We give our managers a bly, but there's no need to give him a bly because he's got credit in the bank. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
And you know what? Like for the past 3 seasons, bro. Like where's our marquee signing? Where's the money? Where's the funding? We've been getting discount players, bro.
You see, you just said something there, Bally. Let me say something to you guys. Yeah, he just hit the nail on the head on another point as well. People like Klopp, managers like Klopp. Yeah, when teams have these kind of managers, teams are lucky. Shall I tell you why? It's because managers like this can work with anything. They don't really care about money. They will find a way to win. So this is why FSG are happy to have a manager like Klopp, and they will never sack a manager like Klopp. Because if you give him if you give him a crap players, he will find a way to make that team invisible. That's how he is.
It's the money ball. That's what FSG wanted to do. They wanted a manager that would come in and do something with the talent, bring up players, make them from like a 5 mil player.
They're lucky. They are very lucky. FSG.
Yeah. So he's done exceptional from it. Like he's the man, and they love him.
Sometimes it's not enough, Sometimes you need to pump that big player in the team to show the other players, like we're not gonna be here forever. You know what I'm trying to say?
Who do you reckon he should bring in then? Like that big player?
Bring Mbappe. That's it.
We need.
Well, he's linked. He's been linked for like the past 2-3 seasons, but I mean, how realistic is that? I mean, will we splash the money for it?
We need a killer up front, like in the beginning of the show, like we were chatting about Origi. How can you have a false 9 take over your job? How did you get a false 9 to take over?
Well, the thing is, it's work.
That's been working.
It's worked. Yeah. But the thing is, it's work.
But this is what I'm saying.
It's not work with the Champions League or the Premier League. For me, I know what you're saying, but they should change it up now.
How many players, like you said earlier, would be happy being on the bench as well and coming off that little time and letting them be happy on the bench? That was just sublime. The past 3 seasons, they've been the best strikers in the world. Like every manager, every team's been talking about them. So it's worked up until this season. Now it's time to do something about it.
Yeah. But what it is, it's been working. Like, and I love that about Firmino. I love that. It's been working. But you know what it is? It's the fact that Firmino don't even get a push from his back. Like, you know what? I'm behind you, mate. Every time you flop, I'm coming in. I'm taking your score.
Because he's got Origi. That's what I'm saying. Origi.
That's what I love about Jota. Getting Jota. Come on.
That's what I'm saying. If I see Origi on the street right now, I say, bruv, let's go to your bank, man. Like, what? No, let's go to your bank. I want £1,000.
He was actually go.
I don't think we will resist. I think we'll just give it to me.
Exactly.
I honestly think that without any like force. He'd be like, can I have it? Like, okay, look at me and give it to me. That's what the level where I'm seeing. There's no fight in him at all. Yeah. He's got zero fight. And Firmino playing there, and it's like, you know what? I like Firmino, but you need a change. That's why that Jota's in there and it hooked him up a little bit. You see, I've seen Firmino doing some bits he wasn't doing before.
Yeah.
A little push.
Yeah.
I think for the last few years, the players have bought into Klopp's philosophy. They bought into it, but now it looks like slowly, like the players, the more experienced ones,
they're tired. They're tired of like hearing the same things. Yeah, I think
they're tired. And it happens, and the style of play, the pressing, and the really fast. And it starts from the front. The front.
It's 3 years playing the same way. Play for 3 years playing that Gen press, and come on,
It's hard.
You're gonna
It's
get
hard.
tired, man. You're gonna get tired. You're gonna get run out. These things are factors as well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
These things are factors.
Can I say if you guys agree or not? There's parallels with what happened with Dortmund towards the end of Klopp's last couple of years. They were an
Don't
amazing
forget,
team.
but the thing is, Attica, you're talking about Dortmund. Hang on, let me read the live chat. Another 30 years before you win a league or whatever, man. All right, good.
No.
Yeah. So
That's cool.
Attica is talking about. Attica is talking about is parallel with the Dortmund job. But the thing with the Dortmund job was, Attica, he lost his best players to Bayern Munich, which Leipzig are doing at the moment as well. So he ain't losing his best players at Liverpool. That's the difference. And like you said, 3 years of non-stop football has ruined the team. That's one. Another one is we won the league last season. Where's our pre-season? Where's our preparation for this season? 3 weeks later, we're playing in the new season. You know what I mean? So they're not ready. None of them are ready. So this was always going to happen. Huh?
They're massively burnt out.
Yeah.
The intensity that they have in training as well. It just don't work. They need rest. They need that spark back, that freshness.
How do you get that back though? You know, it's
I think you need depth. I think like City have showed that with the squad that they've got. They can miss like Foden. They have Foden on the bench the other day, and De Bruyne has just come back, and it's like and it's just they've got all this quality overlapping.
Aguero's waiting. Aguero's still waiting for his place. You know what I mean? That's ridiculous. The depth of the squad.
Premier League
is cleaning boots. Cleaning boots like a YTS kid. You know the little YTS back in the day that clean boots. Hey, there you go, mate. There you go.
No, and I think we've touched on this before, but Liverpool needed a proper refresh at the beginning of this year.
Yeah.
Where they brought in players to actually take over the ones that were there with it, or at least challenge them. But the players that came in, and regardless, Thiago is an amazing player, but Thiago would he have been better than Fabinho, Henderson, or Wijnaldum?
I love this player. I love Thiago.
He's come in at the wrong time. That's not Thiago.
The timing, and they were like, nice excuses. I thought he was a good player. I said, look at the level that this guy's come from. He's come from Barca B, Barcelona first team, and then Bayern Munich. Look at what he's won. If it was like a chart, you would see levels right at the top. He went to Liverpool. It's true in terms of quality. He did take a step down. He wanted to challenge himself. At the time, it's the timing, injuries, and everything, and people saying this shit. What?
Yeah, but the thing is, Anton, let me put it down for Thiago. Anton, I think you need to fix your camera, mate. You're cutting out a lot. You might have to go back and come back again. Yeah, just go back and come back again and see what happens. Yeah, the thing with the thing with Thiago is he's not what Liverpool needed. I got to be honest. I've seen it now. I know what people are talking about. He's technically good. Don't get me wrong. He's probably the best technical midfielder probably in the world at his best. But when it comes to Liverpool's midfield, it's the engine. We're hard working. We run up and down. We close down players. With him, we don't do that. That's why we're struggling with him in the middle. Because he only stays on the side, doesn't he? He doesn't really run about. He only stays on one side.
He does try to adapt. I know what you're saying with that, but he does try to adapt. It's different for him. You know what I'm saying?
He's not going to be a Henderson and that sort of.
That's what I'm saying.
He's making too many. He's flapping around because he's like, I'm an attacking, creative player. I spray the ball around on that floater of a compared to like a De Bruyne that just do your thing, go off and just be creative.
But imagine Henderson and Fabinho in the midfield with him. You know what I'm trying to say? He's playing with bare different man every week, bro. He's playing with different people every week. If you have Fab in the DM and Hendo,
they can take on that burden of defending, innit?
Exactly.
I'll wait to see that.
He's luxury player, bro. Thiago is a luxury.
He's a luxury player. You know what? Firmino was a luxury player as well. You know, Firmino's a luxury player as well. You'll see that way as well.
Then what I will say, as a neutral, when I watch the games, and one of the most underrated players, and he probably will leave this summer, Wijnaldum is absolutely fantastic. Wijnaldum has been amazing for the last few years.
But a lot of people wanting to leave Attica. There's a lot of people that saying he should go because he hasn't signed the contract. You know
because he's not committing. I accept that. Because he's not committing, he wants to leave. That's fine. But he has still been amazing. His performances have been superb for the last 3 years or so.
He wants.
Guys, let me read the live chat. 1 second, guys. The fire is gone. It as if we won the league. That's enough. You know, I don't think the fire is gone. If you have your full team, like about 8 players not missing, then the fire ain't gone, is it? So we have our back line missing, and if our midfield plays the back line, they will actually get injured as well, like Henderson just did. So basically, we're losing players on a regular basis, and we can't get at this right at the moment. Listen, it happens to everyone. Like you said, Anton, 3 years of non-stop football, high intensity football, becoming the best team in the world, playing the biggest teams in the world. Can you imagine what energy that could take out of you? That's what's happened to these players. That's why they get injured. And if you don't buy cover for these players, this is the performance you're gonna get. Where's the backup? Where's the investment in the backup? That's what the question is. Where's the investment in the backup? You know what I mean?
It's true. I do got to go back to that point with Wijnaldum. Wijnaldum's been absolutely brilliant. I was one of them people saying I wanted him out. Yeah.
Yeah.
But 6, he gets around the pitch more. If you got Fabinho and him, and they were both fit, and everyone's fit, right?
Yeah.
Wijnaldum will be more effective. No, I'm telling you. You know why I'll say that? Because he's more agile. With Fabinho, he's not as agile. He's not as quick. Yeah, he's smart to sniff out things, but Wijnaldum's quicker. He's faster.
You're gonna miss Wijnaldum,
and he's agile.
Yeah. Huh? Liverpool will miss Wijnaldum.
He reminds me of like in the 80s, Ronnie Whelan. And I mean, not many people saw what he was doing, but when we lost Ronnie Whelan, Liverpool weren't the same anymore. You can see it's the same, isn't it?
I think Wijnaldum's getting too big for his boots, though.
Why you say that?
I don't know. I just feel he's demanding too much. Like he's getting too big. I think because no player, no Salah, no Van Dijk, no one, Alisson, no one's bigger than the club. Yeah, and you do your talking on the pitch, and when you start demanding things, it only goes one way, and that's you out.
I think they want to give him a 1-year contract. He wants 2.
Yeah,
I think this is around them lines there, you know.
No, I think it's the wages. Anton.
No,
I think he's
wages. I'm sure.
Yeah, go on, Faisal. Go on, mate. Go on, Faisal.
Like every time Real Madrid or Barcelona come in for a player, something happens to them and they don't want to be there no more, or some rumors. Like it's just getting a headache.
Let Ronaldo go Barcelona.
Yeah, like
Koeman is gone, mate. Koeman is gone. Yeah, stay there.
On the personal,
sinking ship. Let him go. Sinking ship.
On a personal level, from Ronaldo's point of view, though, he's a 30-year-old player. He's a 30, This is probably the last big contract he could get, and he's going to get a bigger contract if he goes for free. On a personal level, if his heart's not in Liverpool, you would as a player.
Go. We'll accept that. If he wants to go, just respect that decision.
Exactly. I think.
Yeah, go on, bro. Go on.
No, I'm just saying. I think as a player, he still performed well for the last 3 years or so, and you will miss him as a player. You will miss him, and Thiago's not the same player.
Actually, you are right about that. You are right about Ronaldo. I gotta be honest, because like at the midfield, we got. He's different. I mean, he could play multiple positions. It's not
dynamic.
Just one. I mean, if you want him to attack and score goals, he will do that. If you want him to sit, he will do that. If he's part of a free, he will do that. I mean, and he's hardly injured as well. He's hardly injured compared to the other ones.
Did he play all the games last year? Did he play all the games last year?
Oh, more or less, yeah.
It's that Klopp had to sub him. Klopp was like, no, bro, we need to sub you, bro.
You're tired, man. Yeah. You have to let me read this live chat, Anton.
I'll play again.
Let me read this live chat. It wasn't a pen, but probably would have been scored anyway. Listen, I don't know about that penalty. Do you guys think it's a penalty? I don't. Do you all think it's a penalty?
It's been given, man. It's been given. What can I say?
It's been given. I know what you're saying, but you gotta have your own opinion. If it was up to you, VAR, I would say let me see the VAR all the way through, and then I would have made a judgment. I felt like the judgment was too quick for me.
Yeah.
But the problem is he slid and missed the ball. So in that sense, you can understand it.
The momentum, the momentum when it,
missed the ball. And at full speed, it looks a nailed-on penalty. At full
speed, if you look at it, right, when it goes back, its thing goes into his head. Like Dominic Calvin goes into his knee, goes into thingy's head, the back of his head.
Yeah,
it's mad. It's mad.
It's just he's put after Cavalier hit his head. Cavalier was falling down anyway, but then
the foot will come. The foot.
That's the problem. That was the problem.
When he went down, that's what I said. When he went down, the head, and they're saying that from the first contact,
Yeah.
But I know what they say, but he didn't go through the video. He didn't go play the video right through. He just saw the bam, that's it, and then bam. That was it. He didn't play it through.
I have to say though, just regarding that game, the Everton centre backs, Keane, Holgate, they were Godfrey. They were absolutely amazing. They were, they played that free at the back, and they.
We're easy, Attica, but we're easy to read. That's the thing. We're easy to read. You know, like have you guys seen when these teams do deep line defended, like the positions these defenders take up? It's like they already know where the ball is coming. That's why they keep clearing it. It never goes to our player. It never goes to our player.
Do you know what's struggling to get around the back now, aren't they? They're struggling to get around the back.
Do you know what's missing? As Fozzie said before, he said about the height for the free kicks and things like that, and the corners. You know what's missing as well? A midfielder that can unlock defenses.
Yeah, that's what we thought Thiago was going to do.
I know he's not that guy. I know he's a midfielder who can come a little forward and pass a little ball, but he's not the type to unlock. Is constantly, oh shit, he just done that one, he just done that. He's not that one. Yeah. There's another one. We should have got him. I think we should have got him. And you know what? Man United are doing well now because of him.
Well,
Fernandes.
Oh, you mean Fernandes? Oh, okay.
He was coming to us first, he's flirting, and we said to him no. We said no, and he's a decent player.
A lot of teams turned him down at 20. A lot of teams turned him down at 20 million because he was available for about 20 million 2 years ago.
We was one of them. Remember we had that tournament, that friendly in the
Yankee Stadium. Yankee Stadium.
And he was flirting. He was still flirting. His representatives were talking before the game. They're talking after game. Bruno Fernandes was actually hugging with flipping Klopp. It's probably
Anton,
he's chatting about.
But Anton, this is what I'm trying to say though. But this is what I'm trying to say, guys. Klopp doesn't. It's not that those midfielders ain't his type of midfielders. That's why he doesn't go for these players. I mean, like you guys said about Thiago as a luxury player. I don't even know if he wanted Thiago. I don't know. I don't think he did really. So this is what I'm trying to say. Klopp likes that hard working midfielders in the middle that will.
It's a machine, isn't it? It's one big machine.
That's what he likes, and he never turned away from that in the last 3 seasons.
He's remember when he had that Dortmund team and Götze was one that left. Götze was a kind of player that does that. Coutinho, again, another one, a player that does that. We didn't want him to leave. He went, but he didn't replace them. You understand? That's what the downfall started with Dortmund, and the downfall started with us. We need that.
I know what you're saying, Anton. It is kind of strange because if you look at Dortmund, he had an out and out number 9, didn't he? He had Aubameyang or Lewandowski. You know what I mean? So,
but he had
at Liverpool. It's kind of strange. Like he's taking a different route. But then again, if you look at City now, they're playing the same way as Liverpool do. They don't play with the number 9. They play a false 9. So it must have been going right.
They play the false 9 the Barcelona way. There's a difference between the two. He plays it German way, Gen press. That's just German. That one there is Cruyff's one. What Guardiola's doing, adding his own bits and pieces to it.
Heavy metal football, by the way.
The old Barcelona.
We've got to change, innit? We've got to change, guys. Let's read the live chat. Bobby on form is one of the best players in the Premier League. Anyone argue with that?
Most effective.
You can't lock him, man.
In his position, you like what he does.
If he's on form, he's brilliant, man. It's brilliant.
He makes the other two tick.
But the thing is, if the other two but the other two, it's true. But if the other two are not scoring,
it's a trademark, man. It's a trademark.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
I love the guy, man. But what can you do? It's the form.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard, guys. It's hard. Guys, we've been talking about Liverpool for the last half an hour, probably just above that. Let's check out the league, and then we could talk about Man City mainly, like what they can do next, man. Because it's nobody's gonna catch them at the end of the day. They're a hard team to beat.
Not this season.
They're making every other team look average. Whenever they play against them, it almost looks like you know what the end result's going to be.
Yeah,
I think
look at that. 15 conceded. That's the John Stones effect.
Yeah, blame him for it. Guys, let me ask you a question about Man City. Are they as good as what we're seeing on the league? Are they as good as that? Or is it just because the rest of them are terrible behind them?
No, you got to give credit when credit's due, man. They're just, come on. They're brilliant. They're brilliant. No. Think about it. They're not playing no strikers. Are you serious? They're not playing no strikers. They're taking a mick. Are you serious? No striker. You're playing midfielders who don't play that position, but they play them anyway. But the way they play, and another thing, what people are forgetting, I don't think people see this. It's got to be a technical one because he plays it. Sometimes you don't play overlap fullbacks. They invert.
Yeah,
they invert, and they're like, what's going on? They're underlap. That's the word. They underlap, and people can't understand that. Yeah,
they have no choice but to play no strikers. How many times is that Aguero and Jesus?
Yes,
they've never really
but
had a
Jesus
striker,
has been bro. Jesus has been available for time since they've been banging. Yeah, since they've been banging teams. Jesus has been available. Jesus has been sub. Check it now. 100% for us. 100%.
Yeah, because if it's not broke,
he's not been injured. He's not been injured. But what I'm saying, with a false nine, you're not playing with a striker, just like Spain, 2010 or one of the Euros when they was playing Fabregas in that position. You understand? When you got pastors with intelligence that can play that role, you don't need a striker. And doing it now.
Trust.
Bally, what do you think, mate? Bally, what do you think? Like, do you think are they as good as the table? Do they belong where they are?
They're good, man. I'm always gonna relate it to Liverpool. Like the difference is their midfielders are like strikers, bro. Their midfielders are killers, you know. Have you seen Gundogan this season, bro? Like they're getting goals, like you know what I'm saying. Like our midfielders, there's no goals from midfield, my bro. You know what I'm saying? Rodri, Gundogan. You got even Cancelo, like looking like world class, bro.
Yeah, I can't believe that one.
No, but he was scored before that. He was scored before that.
He was good.
He needed time in the league, innit? He probably needed time in the league.
This season, man,
they don't need time.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I think they're good. You know what it is, bro? Let me give you some knowledge right now. Yeah, you know Liverpool, we always buy a backup, like, but we don't buy competition. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We buy
the quality. You're talking about the quality, yeah.
Exactly. We need competition. We need to buy competition, not backup.
You're right. Perfect. We buy
Attica, what do you think, mate?
You know, Man City have got to a stage now where their manager trusts every single player in that squad. And there's not many other teams in the Premier League that one of the managers can say, I trust any player. Literally, you can bring in any of those players, any of the subs. You can look at any of the 7 subs that Man City have. Any of them could come in and they know the formation. They know what they're going to play. And the movement is absolutely amazing. The movement is phenomenal. The movement, and it goes back to the Barcelona days. They've almost replicated that. They've got to a stage where it is played. And it's what Anton was saying. When you get Cancelo and Zinchenko, what they do, as soon as Man City have got the ball, these guys push up into midfield and go right up alongside Fernandinho or Rodri, whichever one is a defensive midfielder. And they made 3-man midfield in front of the 2 defenders. So what you've ended up with is two central defenders and 3 midfielders. And then the other 5 guys are just playing around with the ball. So even if they lose the ball, you have to break down those 3 when Cancelo and Zinchenko pushed up.
Exactly.
It's crazy. It's so clever. It's brilliant. Yeah. It's an absolute brilliant formation.
It's poetry. It's poetry.
And it works.
I'm actually jealous, actually.
Yeah,
me too.
It works. It works, and they're making every other team look average. And when teams are playing like the last couple of weeks, it's been Arsenal and Spurs.
Exactly.
But Arsenal and Spurs have looked really average. But it's not that. It's Man City are just playing so good. They're making everyone look average.
It's an army formation, bro. It's an army formation, bro.
Yeah.
Trust me, you ain't getting past. You know what I'm saying?
And I said it last week. I said it last week as well. I think they're on for the domestic trouble. I can't see how. I think League Cup and League they've almost got. I think they'll beat Spurs in the League Cup. FA Cup if they can get past Everton. Then in the semi-final, I think it's the first ever. Yeah, but I think they will.
True. It's just a cup. It's a cup game, and then they want.
Fine.
If they play that way, they will destroy anyone who played against them.
They put their first team out.
The only team I can see them playing toe to toe with right now is Bayern Munich. I don't see no other team going toe to toe with them. No other team. Especially Rob, Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva's walking the Premiership.
Yeah, Rob, what do you think, mate? Like, is it a false or is it they belong where they're standing now, mate? Sorry, Anton, mate.
No, of course. No, of course.
Yeah. City, hands down. They're just lightning up front. Just they suffocate teams. They're all hunting packs. They're just. It's like those. Iniesta, Xavi, those midget gems that used to just be so effective on the ball. They're just a class apart.
Yeah, it does. Guys, another question as well. Do you guys think they're making the league look boring because other teams don't have chances against them either? Like, there's hardly shots on target from the opposition. Rob,
For me,
do you think? Sorry, Anton.
Go.
Go on, Rob.
Last season it was ours. We were making other teams. We were just winning. It's a habit, and they've got that habit. They've just clicked, and everything's falling in. It's just a winning mentality, and they've got that. So, yeah, I mean, you get what you deserve, and they deserve everything they're getting.
Go on, Anton, mate.
I was going to say, Fozzie, it's interesting you say about boring because so Gary Neville was saying what Man City remind him of is Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather, the boxer. He'll win the first few rounds, and then afterwards it's just jab, jab, jab. You don't have to do anything because they know the other team not going to be able to hurt him. And that's what Man City
intelligent.
Exactly, that's where Man City are now. Man City will just make sure that they dominate for the first 20, 30 minutes, and if they've got a couple of goals, they don't have to keep pushing. And you're right. It's not the most. Might not be the most pleasing to the eye. But
it's wasting energy. It's wasting energy. Why consume that when you could save that for the next game?
What I found out in the Arsenal game the other day. Sorry, but Bali, 1 second, mate. What I found out in the Arsenal game when I was watching Man City is they go full throttle in the first 20 minutes. They just go until they get a goal. They won't stop. So as soon as they get a goal, they sit back and let the other team come and attack them. That's what I keep seeing them do. Like, you got to stop them scoring in the first 20 minutes. And I think you could get into the game more that way. Because check it out. All their goals are like in the first 10 minutes, I think, when they score a goal. Like, sometimes I come in and I see no goal in the first 5 minutes. I said, I haven't scored yet. It's always like that. But yeah, so check it out. The first 20 minutes, if they don't get their goal, that's when they like start like drifting down a bit because they put full energy into that first 20 minutes for the goal. Yeah. What do you think, mate? Like, are they boring to watch? Is the league boring now because of them?
Sorry, me.
Yeah, you, mate. Like, are they making?
It's not boring at all, man. It's you know what, like, we've had the odd games that they're only winning games by like 2-0. 1-0. You know what I'm trying to say? This is what Liverpool was doing last season. Like, we could whack in one goal and then the whole game, like, we just dictate the whole game. Like, they're playing mind games on the pitch, bro. The managers don't need to do mind games no more. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, they, like you said, they suffocate the opposition team, and it makes the opposition players think like there's no point. Like, doing? Like, you know what I'm trying to say?
Exactly,
he trusts
100%
those
right.
players. He trusts them so much.
It's mind games on the pitch, bro. It's magic. I'm telling you, this is what we was doing last season. You know what I'm trying to say? One goal, sit back, relax. You know what I'm saying?
And don't forget, they had actually quite a bad start to the season as well.
They did.
Anton, what do you think, like, mate? Like, can the league get any better? Can anyone get a chance in front of goal against them? Like, you know, what's going on?
I don't. You know, if you purely love football, not because your team and they win or lose as much, you purely love football. When you watch them play, it's lovely to watch them play. It's lovely to watch them play. Bruno Fernandes and not Bruno Fernandes, flipping Bernardo Silva. Oh, this guy, he plays the Premier League like it's futsal. Watch him, he rolls it under his feet, rolls it like a futsal player. Taking the mick. I love how people are not saying these things now. You know, them things that them small players, I don't think they can hack the Premier League, the hustle and bustle Premier League. I don't think. What do you think Messi would do if Messi came here? Are you serious? People should think to look at themselves and be, look, you know what? I said them things before, you know, but I need to step up and say, you know what? Messi came here, he would take the piss. Imagine if it was Man City now, he'd take the piss. You serious? They're not boring at all. Man City, they remind me of a python in nature. You know, when they got their prey, they squeeze, and then just bite the head and then swallow you down. That's them. And they play so beautiful, man. They play brilliant football. Brilliant, especially with the inverted fullbacks. People don't know what to do. They're like, what? Normally we get fullbacks go overlap, but underlapping, They're like, what is this? This new part of football. And I love that about that. And I've always loved Guardiola since he was at Barcelona.
Yeah.
Even when he was playing it himself.
And you know, for all the skillful players that you can mention, some of the players that are most important, Fernandinho yesterday, unbelievable, fantastic,
Brilliant.
The way he can view, when the ball's needs to be cut out, or his positioning is fantastic. And then you've got the centre backs, Diaz and even Stones or Laporte, whoever's playing. I think the statistic is the last 13 games that Diaz and Stones
100%.
played, they've laid 2 goals. 2 goals, 11
I'm
clean
so
sheets.
sorry. I'm so sorry. I forgot about him. Thank you for bringing that up. Thank you. I'm so sorry.
11 clean sheets. 11 clean sheets out of 13. That's unbelievable for a team that's skillful. It's not a defensive team. It's not a defensive team. Is it?
And John Stones being a revelation. It's like a new John Stones. It's John Stones 3.0.
It's about time.
Well, he's got to get it looking for England. He's got to get it looking for England this summer.
Yeah. He's not making mistakes, was he?
He's the first choice. He's the first choice. He's got to be first choice. 100%.
If you're looking for a ball play,
John Stones and who else?
Someone who
let's read the live chat. What gets to me is that we had a chance to sign a world-class player in the world at the start of the season. Sorry, who did we get? Thumbs up, Merchant. Thiago. I don't know what he's talking about. I at the time I was happy with Thiago.
He's saying because Thiago does that a lot. That thumbs up, he does that a lot all the time.
Yeah,
and then making there's memes and that about it. But don't worry, change their heads anyway soon. I believe that.
I don't know, man. I guess everybody was
give him
happy.
a chance.
Yeah, he's getting criticised unfairly. I think it's not.
But the thing is, Attica, weren't we losing before he came on?
Well, exactly.
Before he actually played, weren't Liverpool already having this slump? I don't know if I'm wrong here.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm sure we wasn't winning a lot.
Didn't he get man of the match after half an hour or something like that?
Yeah, he was beating records, wasn't he? That 45 minutes he had the most passes, accurate passes. Yeah, and that was his first game. It's like, come on.
Listen, this guy is amazing. It's just at the time. I know people saying about it's not our way of playing. Where you got workers for it. I remember you lot saying that, and other people saying that. But he had something different and more because it does work. It's not like it doesn't work, but it doesn't work like them. You understand? But another thing is, if we had all our players firing on all cylinders, you'll see more of that player, someone like him. You would see much more.
Yeah.
We can't judge him now, but people, opposite fans will judge him now. Look at him. Of course, you're going to judge him with one leg tucked in your jeans. That's how it is right now because that's how we play. We have nothing at the back.
Does that sum up football right now, though? It's so fickle. It's like managers. It's like they lose a few games, get them out. It's like, what? How can they express themselves? How can?
I think the pandemic.
Business.
Got to be.
And let's face it. I've said this before. At Anfield, with a full crowd, Liverpool do get a lot of decisions go their way, and they do.
There we go.
And now with empty stadiums, it makes a difference. It actually, Old Trafford, Anfield, places like that, the fans have a huge influence. They do, and I'm saying as a neutral here, Anfield, Liverpool get a lot of decisions that.
It's the atmosphere, isn't it?
Let's get real. Let's get real. There's no fans in the country like Liverpool fans. I'm telling you, I'm not saying it not because of my team, but I don't know no team being down in the finals still singing like they were singing at Istanbul. There's no team.
Anfield is intimidating.
It's a scary place to be, man.
Anfield is intimidating. That's the thing.
The Barcelona.
Anton, you're cutting out, bro. You're cutting out, bro. Yeah, guys. As we talked about Man City. Sorry, Anton, you're just cutting out a bit. As we talked about Man City, let's talk about Man United. What do you guys think? I know they're 10 points behind City. Are they going to stay there? Are they in a fourth position? Should they challenge? Are they going to challenge Man City? What are Man United going to do this season, basically?
Leicester's got more of a chance than Man United, man. Man United, they're not consistent enough for catching any team like Man City, man. That's crazy. There's no way.
No?
Nope. For me, I think because of the scam in it, you know what I mean? I'm sorry, but I'm waiting for Bernardo Silva to get injured. I mean, I'm sorry, Bruno Fernandes to get injured.
Fernandes.
And then they can't function. And that's when I'm like, good, you son of a beep, beep, beep. You're all talking about our players. But when that player gets injured, they'll have nothing forward. I'm telling you, it'll be funny.
Brother, have you seen Luke Shaw right now, bro?
He's doing bits. But the thing is, but
fair
the
play
main,
after that broken leg as well.
Main attacking asset is Bruno Fernandes.
Without that, there's nothing. Yeah,
we're 150%.
He's the heartbeat.
Luke Shaw's probably done about 16-17% of what my man's doing. It's almost the goals. It's like almost 80% or 80-something%. Everything's gone through him. Penalties, set-ups, or involved with the play. So no one can touch him. But if he got injured, it'd be great.
He's got to be one of the favourites for Player of the Year, doesn't he? He's got to be one of the favourites.
Yeah,
100%.
Can I ask you a question? Can I ask you like questions about Fernandes? Thinking about it, I watch, believe it or not, I watch Man United games. I don't think he's in the. I don't think he's in the game a lot, guys. I don't see him a lot. Like he's
effective, mate. Like when he's effective.
He loses the ball more than he actually plays the game.
Fozzie, that's a compliment to him.
Better than Pogba, mate. At least he's doing something.
That's a compliment. That's a compliment to him, Foz.
Yeah.
That's one of them hidden compliments. You see in the game, and then bam. Oh, Fernandes is set him up, bam. Fernandes.
You know what? For a skillful player, he actually covers a lot of ground. He's up and down a lot. He covers a lot of ground.
And it's a percentage game. You don't always have to be effective. You can drop back. You can be like, okay, I'll hold it here, and then make that dart and run, make that passing ball. As long as you get certain percentage, you will always get that end product.
He's a leader as well, man. Have you seen the way he shouts at his players? And he's just
he shouts at the defense and that.
Passionate, isn't he?
Yeah. Guys, another question. Like, let's just talk about the two teams that are sitting behind them, Leicester and West Ham. Do you guys think like they're gonna be like ending up there, or they're gonna be dropping down the table, and there's other teams gonna take over eventually? What do you think, man?
Leicester them too.
Yeah. Bally,
Well,
Leicester, I'm asking you.
Leicester are at that too.
Yeah.
Do you think they're in a false position, Leicester and West Ham?
West Ham, I feel West Ham got points to drop, man. You know what I mean? Like they need to open the doors and let us through. You know what I mean? But Leicester, I think they could hold it up, man. Hold it up for top four. They'll probably get third. But I hope Leicester go on top of Man United at the end of the season. But West Ham, no way. I don't even know why they're there, man. Like, trust me. Like,
they get Europa League, though.
Yeah, definitely. But you know, like these teams, they are gonna drop points. Man. Like it's coming to the end now. Now we're gonna see stamina, and like we're gonna see the toll that is played on the players now. You know what I mean? Like these it's coming to the end now. Players are gonna drop off. Points are gonna be dropped. Let Liverpool through the doors.
Attica, do you think they're in a false position? Those two, like
Leicester, no. I think I rate Brendan Rodgers a lot. I think Brendan Rodgers is a brilliant manager. He works with what he's got. I think that's what I heard.
Spurs should have got him.
We'll come on to that. We'll come on to that. But West Ham definitely a false position. I mean, David Moyes again. He makes the most of what he's got, but it's a really, it's not a fourth place team. They're they're very physical. Very much how Everton were going back about 10, 15 years ago when David Moyes was there, using like the likes of Fellaini and all these guys. And West Ham are similar to that. They're similar. They're very physical defense, very physical midfield, and fast up front, and they make the most of what they've got. But they're not going to last there. They're not going to finish fourth.
Do you think like everybody's going to fight for that position, the fourth one? Like the teams below that.
I think it'll be between Chelsea, Liverpool, and Everton. I think one of those three will get the fourth place. And I'm veering towards Chelsea. I'm veering towards Chelsea. I think it'll be Chelsea. Yeah,
unfortunately. Faisal, what do you think? Like, are they in the false positions, these two?
The table you see it now, just swap Liverpool, West Ham. That's the end of the table.
I wish we could do that.
Not what you want. What do you? What's actually going to happen?
That's going to happen as well. It's going to happen. If I say it long
Hey,
enough.
positive affirmations.
Oh, Anton, what do you think, mate?
For me, Leicester, they're there by merit, 100%, 100%. For me, I think they're going to finish second. It'll be like dark horses and that. I think that. You know what I mean? Keeping their team fit, they're a decent team. Telemann is one of the best in the country. You got Barnes. Barnes is decent. Barnes is decent. Vardy, when he's ready, you know what he can do. You know what I'm saying? Madison's doing their thing, so they're there by merit.
Quite a hell of a
West
squad,
Ham,
aren't they?
West Ham are. I don't know if you know about this, but you know, have you heard when Man United fans saying about moving silence? Have you heard that when some people saying it, we're moving in silence, we got the league, we're top and all that, we're moving in silence. That is what West Ham are doing, moving in silence, not saying nothing, just slightly, just doing their thing. Because they got a few players, they got a few runners like Antonio, Margo up front, Antonio, he lives down the corner actually. He does a running in that. But they got, was it that Berino? That place he came from? Brentford? He's decent. He's decent.
Barani.
They got a few of them. Who can drop a shoulder, not just do Suchek. He does the hard work and he's amazingly good in the air.
Cresswell's taking it.
I think they deserve to be where they are. What they're doing, they deserve. Even though we put them away like the other day, but they're better than us at the moment.
Let's read that Mattheo's thing. Teams have worked at LFC. You stop Robertson, then you stop LFC. Apart from Spurs, of course.
It's all Spurs.
Oh god, it's Matteo, isn't it? It's Matteo, well, we worked out basically pretty much the top four. It's either Liverpool or Chelsea, really. But it depends if Liverpool can do a run, and then we'll see what could happen after that. Let's move on to Tottenham, Attica. What's happened to your teammate? I mean,
you're going straight.
Yeah, I have to go low.
You're going straight from top four to relegation.
What's happened?
Oh, guys,
West Ham.
there's no need for that.
What's happened, Attica? What's happened?
In relation to yesterday's game, the actual performance by Spurs was a lot better than it's been for the last 5-6 weeks. The performance was a lot better. That's the one positive. When Bell came on, Spurs were a different team. Spurs were absolutely. He actually looked like he was hungry. You know, he's taken a lot of the criticism on board, and he looked like one of those players. He's thinking, right, you know what? Before I leave, I'm just going to prove myself. And even if he's there for the last 2-3 months, I think Mourinho's tried to wind him up so much and got to a stage where now he's trying to get performances out of him. And the performance in the second half looked like a Bell of like 3-4 years ago.
Okay.
Not the Bell going back where like sprinting past him, but it looked like a guy like where that is best for Wales.
He just seemed on it. He seemed on it. Like you're right.
He seemed on it. He does. So those are the positives, but the negatives are, and we said this before. Jose is just so stubborn. He doesn't want to change anything. He seems to be getting into arguments with so many people now, and he's always blaming someone else. He's always blaming someone else.
He said something in the red out. I forgot what it was.
he said something about, he goes, his methods are, my methods are second to none.
Yeah. he's basically saying that, there's no other manager better than him. That's what he's trying to say.
I know he's saying that.
So,
ego is...
If you don't believe in yourself,
then what's the point?
Believe in it,
but there's arrogance in believing in yourself. I think there's
I reckon he's really close to his mum, and his mum said, "You're the best." And he's like, "Oh, really, mum? Yeah, you're the best." And that's how it is.
Mama made you good. You're the best.
All he's doing is shifting the blame onto the players. That's all he's doing.
Shifting.
He's done that.
He's been doing that for years, though, Attica. He's been doing it for years, man.
That's his thing. That's his thing.
It will never stop.
He's brilliant at it.
And it's probably already got to the stage where the players have had enough of that. Some of these players are much better than the way they're playing. We know that's how good some of these players are, but they're not playing anymore.
No, I have to give it for you guys. Højbjerg, decent player. Decent player.
Man.
He was decent. He was decent at Southampton, but I thought he got too many yellow cards. But I think they've slowed him down and said, "Bro, too many yellow cards, and you can't play the couple of games. Stop that. It's not the little petulant kicks and all that. Do your game." And he's decent. Dembele, decent.
Dombele's done good this season. I mean,
Lo Celso is the baller though, but he's just injured, isn't it?
they missed him. Yeah, they've missed him the last.
He's a wicked pass on the
I
ball.
cannot understand why Sanchez is playing ahead of Alderweireld. I cannot understand it. It makes no sense whatsoever. Alderweireld doesn't play anymore. He's our best defender.
You guys just say Dembele. What?
Dombele.
Dombele.
Yeah. He's good. Dombele's been brilliant. Dombele's been brilliant this season.
He's been decent.
And talk about Dembele. We actually missed him when we saw Dembele. We missed him. But Dembele
was skillful, mate. Skillful.
He was skillful.
And he was physical.
He was another futsal player, you know? Another futsal player.
Fantastic skill. You couldn't get the ball off him.
He
could not get the ball off him. No, but I actually think Levy will wait for the cup final. And it's I think pretty soon after that, Mourinho will be on his way out.
Guys, we're gonna wrap this up. Yeah, I want to ask you guys a question. The bottom three. Who's your bottom three starting from Faisal this season? Who's gonna be relegated?
Spurs, and that's the bottom three.
Spurs?
The disrespect, man.
That's
Disrespect.
Sorry, I had to come out.
He meant Faisal meant Liverpool.
I feel like it's going to be as it is.
No,
I feel it's going to be as it is, as it stands now.
Yeah.
Fulham, West Brom, Sheffield United.
Faisal, were you saying something?
Yeah. Can I be serious? I was joking. Obviously, Spurs are not down there. It's the bottom two, and I hope, for the sake of the Premier League, Burnley,
Newcastle.
Fulham. That's it.
Who?
Burnley.
Oh,
yeah, the ugly team.
Yeah,
ugly
I can't watch anti-football. I can't watch anti-football. But,
their football's medieval football, like from the real original English football, the original one. 4-4-2, two big guys up front. Medieval football. Oh,
Game of Thrones.
I'm still. I'm
Game of Thrones.
Listen, I'm still waiting for King Arthur to come out and say something. Honestly, it's. Honestly, even the manager, you can imagine him. You can imagine him in one of them films. You can imagine him.
What's happening here?
Oh, sire, should we cut off his head, bro? Honestly, yeah, medieval football, bro. Faisal, I love you, bro. That's what my heart says. Burnley to get flipping relegated in.
There's a lot of hatred there, man.
I hate Burnley,
I can't stand them. I can't stand
Viking, mate.
I can't stand the way he talks. I'm sorry, I'm being racist here. I don't like when he's ginger. I can't stand it. I can't stand it. I'm sorry.
Oh god.
I'm
sorry. Got issues, man. Burnley issues. They just got burned.
His voice. The way he wears a jacket, the same jacket he wears all the flipping time. The same goatee. No one has that goatee anymore. That's what I'm saying. He's medieval.
Bali, what do you think, mate? Who's going to be your bottom three, bro?
Sheffield United definitely going, man. West Brom gonna go as well. I want Fulham to stay in the Premiership. I think they're a good team, man.
They're good, yeah.
I don't know, man. Newcastle are struggling, man. I think Newcastle or Brighton might go down. But you know what? I'm going to say Newcastle. Newcastle, they're not going to hold you up, man. I think they're going to go down.
Graham Potter, he's a good manager. I think he'll keep Brighton up.
Yeah,
exactly.
I think so
Brighton
too.
Scary, dangerous team, man. I don't like playing them either.
Attica, what do you think, mate?
Yeah, the bottom two and Newcastle, I'd say. Newcastle are poor. Brighton and Fulham play really good football. And I think even though they lose their fair share of games, they miss a lot of chances. And I think they'll pick up enough points just for the fact that they create enough chances. And eventually they'll put some of the chances away.
Guys, 1 sec, am I like visioning? Am I seeing things right now? You know, Crystal Palace. Where have they got them points from?
They had a good start, didn't they?
That's true, man.
They bought them. They bought them, man.
It's nice guy points for Hodjo, isn't it?
Yeah, true.
Rob, what do you think, mate? Sorry, Attica, did you give us the bottom three, mate?
Yeah, I said Newcastle. But is that table as it stands? Because Crystal Palace are winning at the moment, aren't they? Crystal Palace are winning at the moment. That's probably. I'm not sure if that's as it stands or.
Are they winning now? Yeah.
Yeah, they're winning. Yeah, they're beating Brighton. Yeah.
You're live. Rob.
Same as Attica. I think Newcastle will go down, and I think Scott Parker keep Fulham up.
Yeah. Okay, guys. Honestly, yeah. Thank you very much for tuning in. Yeah. Let me stay there. Though, stay there. Don't go anywhere. Yeah? Stay there. Don't go anywhere.
Don't go anywhere.
Don't go anywhere. Stay. Oh, God, yeah. Everyone, thank you for tuning in. Please like, share, and subscribe. Obviously, we're gonna come back probably on Tuesday next week. So please tune in that time. I'll see you soon. Take care, everyone.